Subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss a Mind Body Spirit video. Hello everybody, my name is Suyash. You're watching Mind Body Spirit. This is one of the most important videos that I have ever created on this channel. I recently had an experience. That experience of course has to do with the law of attraction, but it is an experience that really surprised me. And to tell you the truth, now because of some amount of experience that I have with the law of attraction, not many things surprise me. A lot of things excite me, a lot of things make me very happy, but not many things surprise me anymore, because I'm like so used to these things happening. But this particular incident or this particular experience really surprised me, and so I thought that I should share this with you. So this may be a slightly long video, however, I would suggest you to watch this video in its entirety, watch this video till the end, because in this video, I'll tell you what that experience is, why it surprised me, what it taught me, and also what it taught me about how you can use this particular experience as sort of an indicator towards what kind of an action plan you should have in order to become better with the law of attraction. So as I said, an extremely important video. Do watch it till the end and let's get started. So first of all, let me tell you what that experience was. So a little bit of background, there are two types of people in the world. One kind of a person is his natural state or her natural state is that of being slightly irritable, being slightly annoyed, being slightly unhappy. And then something happens and they go through a phase in which they are very happy, they are very excited, they are in a state of joy. But then once that phase is over, they go back to that slightly sad phase. I'm not saying that they are sad people. I'm simply saying that a little bit of annoyance, a little bit of sadness is always there in the back of their mind. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people like that in the world. Okay. Billions of people in the world probably come under this category. And then there is another category, the second category. That category is this kind of a person is always happy. So happiness is this person's natural state. Sometimes because of whatever incident, because of whatever happens in his or her life, this person actually goes through a phase in which they may be annoyed, they may be unhappy, they may be sad or whatever. But then once that phase is over, they come back to their natural state, which is happiness, right? So right now, you, the person that is watching this video, you may fall under the first or the second category. I personally fall under the second category. I consider myself to be a pretty happy person. Internally, I am very happy most of the times. Sometimes, of course, just like anyone else, I'm a human being, right? So I also feel upset. I also feel sad, irritated. All this at times happens. But mostly I consider to be a happy person. But what happened about 15-20 days back was that I wanted to improve my state of mind. And you guys were the reason, I actually thought that, okay, now I am not just Suyash, I am also Mind Body Spirit, right? And so I should become the kind of person who is happier. I should simply do something to become a more happy person. I'm already a happy person. I should become a happier person. And so I used my favorite law of attraction practice for that. And my favorite law of attraction practice, actually there are two, it would be unfair to just call this one. But I have two favorite law of attraction practices. One is writing and the other is gratitude. Some of you may be surprised to know I hardly ever visualize, maybe once in a week or 10 days I visualize, but I use gratitude and writing every day. Anyway, so I decided to use writing for this, and my thinking was that, okay, what I'll do is every day for a month, I will do some sort of a writing practice for this particular intention that I want to be a happier person. And on the first day, what I did was I took this notebook and I wrote this. I'm going to tell you exactly what I wrote. Okay. So at the top of the page, I just wrote one word, B-A-S-E, base. Why I wrote base, let me come towards the end of this video. It's very important. It's in fact what this whole background is about, this base. Why have I written this word base? Okay. But then below that, this is what I wrote. I am a happy person. Happiness is my natural state of being. When someone comes in contact with me, they can feel the happiness and love that I exude. Happiness is my natural state. So that's what I wrote. The major part of that is that happiness is my natural state, and it is my natural state to such an extent, and I'm happy to such an extent that people that come in contact with me, they also notice that, hey, this person is so happy. This person is just giving away these signals of happiness and love. And now let me tell you something more about the kind of situation that I did this in. I was extremely busy. I was about to travel. And when I travel, it's like if it's a 5-day trip, then work comprising of those 5 days has to be finished in maybe just 1 or 2 days, because you can't just stop working. You have to still finish the work. And so whenever I have to travel, I have so much work. It's unbelievable. I'm sure it's the same for everyone else also. Anyway, so I wrote this after a day of immense work. And then after writing this down, I just went to sleep. Just to be clear, I didn't immediately go to sleep, because a lot of people think that when you do something, some law of attraction practice right before going to sleep, it has some special effect. Just to be clear, it was not immediately before going to sleep. It was like maybe half an hour before going to sleep. The next morning when I got up, the first thought that I had in my mind was all this work that I have to do, And so I started doing all my work. I was just feeling, very happy that day. And I thought that, hey, I'm feeling really happy. Now, let me tell you one thing, these 3-4 statements, 3 sentences, I think, which I wrote, it took me about 2 or 3 minutes, right? So this was not really a major part of my previous day. To tell you the truth, the next day I felt, hey, I'm feeling really happy today. I did not, and I'm saying this with utmost honesty, I did not even remember that I had written these lines on a piece of paper or in this notebook one night before, okay? I did not even remember that, but I was like, hey, I'm feeling really happy today. And then, I spent the entire day working like anything. Normally on such days, I'm not really feeling that good, because I like to work, but I also like to take breaks, I also like being comfortable. Normally in these circumstances, I wouldn't be so very happy, but I was like, hey, I'm really, really, really happy. Then in the evening, when all the work of the day was over, I remembered, hey, last night I had done that. I had taken this notebook and I had written down these lines. And hey, I feel so good. I feel so wonderful. And you know what? Something happened. I know that I teach you guys about consistency a lot. I was not consistent that day. I did not write it again. Okay. But then what happened was, next day I had to leave for my trip. And so I went to the trip. And right from that moment in which I had written that, or maybe from the next day when I realized that I'm feeling very happy, my state of mind has completely changed. Of course, one of the reasons may be that once it changed a little bit and I realized that it has changed, now it's a momentum that's going on, Now my thought process is that I'm just happy. Happiness is my natural state. I wrote it in a piece of paper. It has worked. And so maybe it's the momentum that's taking me forward. But my point is, all I did was spend 2 to 3 minutes writing in a notebook about my intention, which is to have happiness as my natural state. The next morning, I did not remember that I had done that. So no placebo effect going on, okay? I did not remember that I had done that, but the effect had already taken place. Now, why has this experience surprised me? I am used to the law of attraction working. This surprised me because my action plan was, I'll do this every day for 30 days. Then maybe it will work, But it happened in just one day in 2 to 3 minutes, okay? Two major things that I learned from this experience. Number one, when we have an intention that has to do with us, our own internal state, there is absolutely no effort required on part of the universe to make it happen. And so this kind of an intention is the easiest to manifest. Okay, what I mean by that is, let's say you want to earn some money. Let's say you decide, okay, I want to earn $1,000 or 1 lakh rupees or whatever extra this month. Now, the universe has so many avenues with which this can happen, millions of ways in which this money can come to you, okay? But then some kind of a shift has to take place for that money to actually come into your hands or in your bank account. But when your intention is, I want to be a happier person, there is absolutely no change that is needed. The only change that is needed is internal, no external change at all. And so these changes are, first of all, extremely fast. Secondly, there are absolutely no obstacles, absolutely no work that is involved. It just happens in such a harmonious and such a fast manner, right? So that is the first thing that I learned, or maybe got reminded of this, okay? The second thing that I again got reminded of was that writing is such an extremely powerful process, Let me tell you why writing is so powerful. Let's compare writing with visualization. Don't get me wrong, visualization is very powerful. If you are good at visualization, keep doing it, okay? But why is writing a little better? Why it has an edge over visualization? When I am visualizing, I am not 100% in control of what exactly I'm visualizing, isn't it? I mean, theoretically you may say, no, I'm an expert, but no, practically you are not. Let's say you are visualizing that you have so much money, but the previous day you have had some bills to pay and you were thinking all day, hey, I have to really manifest some money. So tonight I'll visualize that I have a lot of money. So you are visualizing a lot of money, having a lot of money, but then 5 minutes later you realize, hey, since the last 2 minutes I've actually been thinking about the lack of money. So when you are visualizing, it's very easy to get distracted. When you are writing, do you think it's possible that your hand suddenly starts writing something different? No, you are 100% in control of what you're going to write. In fact, when you are writing, your mind is also more likely to be focused on what you are writing. And so that makes writing extremely powerful. In fact, one specific kind of intention in which writing is much more powerful than any other law of attraction process is the kind of intention where your belief is not exactly very high. Because when your belief is not high and you are using any other process, it's easy for your thought to get sort of diverted in the direction of your existing beliefs. Whereas when you are writing, you are in control. This deviation, this diversion will not happen. And so you can actually focus on where you want your thinking to go, where you want your belief to go. And then with repetition, when you are writing again and again and again, your thought process and your beliefs actually keep on changing. Now let's come to the most important part of this video, why I wrote that word base on top of that page. Basically, base is again my nomenclature. On my channel, in my videos, I've talked about many things and I say that this is what I call it. If you search on the internet, you will not find this nomenclature because it's my own nomenclature, okay? So base intention is basically something that I call an intention that is on the base, which is the foundation of your law of attraction practice. So why is happiness a base intention? Happiness is a base intention because once this intention gets manifested, all your other intentions become very easy. I was going to say easy. No, not just easy. They become very easy. Let's say you're able to feel happy all the time. Let's say happiness becomes your natural state. After that, manifesting any other intention will become very easy. That is something that I'm experiencing since last 17, 18 days. Now, what are some powerful base intentions? The first is happiness. How frequently do you feel happy? With how much intensity do you feel happy? How susceptible are you to stop feeling happy? All of these things are a major factor in your application of the law of attraction. I don't mean to intimidate you, okay? Don't worry so much about it. It's not that you need to be absolutely delighted all the time. It's not that this is something that is a prerequisite to success with the law of attraction. It's not like that. Wherever you stand right now, you are perfectly eligible and perfectly capable of applying the law of attraction, okay? But this will help you. So take it as something that you can do to improve it. Don't be discouraged because of what I'm saying here in this video, okay? So that is the first thing. The second base intention can be gratitude. I was actually talking to somebody, sharing this experience with someone, and I got blown away while I was saying this. That just imagine if somebody can have gratitude as their natural state, they are naturally feeling happy and grateful all the time, except maybe some deviations because of some incident, and then once that is over, they come back and they are back in the state of feeling grateful. Just imagine what a force of nature that person can be. That person will manifest everything that they want effortlessly. That's the power of gratitude. Another extremely powerful base intention can be love. If you can feel love for everyone and everything, if you can feel love in every situation, again, you will be a force of nature. Again, you will be able to manifest anything that you set your eyes upon. And so, my dear Mind, Body, Spirit family, the point of this video is that, well, before that, let me tell you what is not the point of this video. You don't need to first wait for the manifestation of one of your base intentions before you can start working on any of your existing intentions. That is absolutely not what I'm saying. My point is that while you are manifesting whatever it is that you are manifesting, better relationships, better finances, whatever, just a better life, while you are doing that, simultaneously also keep working on one or more of these base intentions and use the practices specifically of writing and gratitude to really manifest this. And you will be surprised by how fast it happens, like it happened with me. Okay, maybe with you or with any other time that I'm working on some other base intention, it may not happen in just one day. Okay, even with me, it may take 2 days, 3 days, a week, a month, whatever. Let it take whatever time it takes. So for you, it may not be as fast as just one night. Overnight there's a change. It may not happen. But my point is, start training yourself to be better with these base emotions. Start working on these base intentions, and you will see that your law law of attraction practice becomes so much easier, it becomes so much fun, and it just becomes so much more joyful. Because anything that you do, you can do it in a state of desperation. You can do it with a feeling of lack, that yes, I don't have this. With the law of attraction, I will have it. Or you can have it with the attitude, yes, I don't have it. With the law of attraction, I will have it, but I'm already happy. I'm already grateful. I'm already in a state of joy. If you can do things with this kind of an attitude, it may not happen all of a sudden. You may have to train yourself, but train yourself. Let it take a little bit of time. This should be the idea that you have in your mind about the kind of life that you will soon have. And once you have that idea, nobody can stop it from actually materializing. And in the end, if you have watched this video till this point, make sure that you give it a like. And so that's all for this video. Do share it with your friends and family members. Any comments or feedback, please use the comment section down below. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel Mind Body Spirit, and after subscribing, also press the bell icon to be notified every time I upload a new video. Absolutely a pleasure to talk to you in this video. Catch you very soon in the next one. Till then, bye bye.